welcome to another episode of How to Pixelmon, the instructional Pixelmon guide. I'm in creative, right? Yes, I am. Perfect. Today we're going to be going over some beautiful little birdies, and of course, those birds are the legendaries we have here. Articuno. Zapdos is way over there, so we'll throw him here. Zapdos and Moltres. Here's the shiny versions we have here. Articuno, he has nice lighter blue, almost white feather to him. Zapdos kind of goes directly red. A bit of a jump there, and Moltres changes from yellow skin to red skin there. So that's how the shinies look. Now, these Pokemon, obviously, when you catch them, you need to do it with the shrines, which look like this. You gotta find the shrines, and then you gotta take some orbs, fill up those orbs, and then come over, and then you put stuff in the shrines, and that gets them. And then you will get the legendary Pokemon here. And that's how you do that. You find these anywhere in the wild. Like one was up on this mountain originally when I went there. So that's pretty much where you find them. But we're here to talk about how we can make these birds amazing now. Look, they're legendaries. They must be great, right? Actually, no. They're not that great. They're good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. They definitely have their weaknesses. That weakness for largely being the defense, because a lot of them can get one shot quite easily, and also they don't necessarily have the speed to stop that from happening. So what you got to do is definitely train them the right way to try to prevent that. Now you could go, at least on Articuno, go a defensive route. Articuno, let's look at his base stats here. He has a good amount of special defense and a decent amount of defense. So what you could do is train Articuno defensively. You can look in the chart below to see natures that would be good for that. Lax, I believe, would be one of them. So that's what I would have to go for this. However, it doesn't really get a moveset to benefit that. You kind of get Roost, but that's not necessarily a great thing to use on him. So today we're going to be looking at how to make these guys, you know, faster than the other guys, and maybe hit harder than the other guys, and just take them out before they take you out. Because that's what would really make the birds scariest, in my opinion, them destroying everything rather than tanking everything. And that's half the fun of having a legendary, isn't it? So, let's look at natures we're going to want on these guys. Of course, special attack and speed is what they're going to feature in. We got modest, mild, and rash for the special attack. Maybe not rash for the Articuno, because he got that special defense you might want to keep. And then speed, we got timid, hasty, and naive. Same goes for naive and Articuno. But having any of these natures would be very good to get on it. However, I can understand if you get a legendary bird, you're not going to have a lot of choice in what nature you get. So here's what I would suggest. If you get one of these natures, go ahead, train it up, make it really good. If you don't get one of these natures, well, maybe not use it. Maybe have it as more of a showpiece. But, you know. But yeah, let's look at the movesets, which would be perfect movesets to find on these guys at level 70. On Articuno, we got Roost, Ice Beam, Ancient Power, and Ice Shard. Ancient Power is a rock move that does special damage, so that's a good one to have. Ice Beam, of course, is going to be the main hitter on Articuno. A strong special ice move. Roost will heal you, and Ice Shard is a physical move, and it always goes first. The advantage there being that it always goes first. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if it's physical or special, but 50 damage priority move, always a good thing to have. With the stab, 75 damage, pretty solid. Now we're going to look at Zapdos. Now Zapdos has definitely the highest speed of the three legendary birds. However, its speed doesn't really rival that of a lot of other fast Pokemon in the game. It's not nearly as fast as an Aerodactyl, Crobat, not even a lot of things. So you're going to have to train up the speed a lot if you want it to really excel. And you also need to train up the special attack. Here we have 194 and 156 on one that we just caught. And the moves that would be really good on it is Peck. Well, you don't really want to have Peck anyway. Discharge, Thunder Wave, and Ancient Power. Now, obviously, it's not a very solid moveset on here, Zapdos. You might want to teach it Thunderbolt or Thunder Wave. Discharge isn't too bad. Or I meant Thunderbolt with Thunder, not Thunder Wave. It already has that. That'll make it the most effective you can. And finally, here we have Moltres. Moltres has a little more special attack than Zapdos, and a little less speed. So once again, you have to emphasize that speed even more so, and you may want to go directly towards that before even worrying about the special attack, because its special attack isn't going to bother you. It's definitely something you don't need to concern yourself with. It's going to hit some Pokemon hard. Now here we have the move Air Slash. Air Slash is actually a Pokemon you really want on this guy, because Air Slash is a special attack flying move. It does 75 power, and you know, that special damage. We also got Flamethrower and Heat Wave on him, two very good fire moves. I definitely prefer to just use Flamethrower so you don't have that chance of missing. So also Ancient Power. That's the thing, you guys can keep Ancient Power if you want. I kind of like it, but usually if you just use a fire move, even if it's against something that's not very effective too, it'll probably be more effective than Ancient Power anyway. So let's start by throwing some rare candies on these guys and seeing what moves they learn. So let's click right away. Articuno learns Blizzard. Blizzard's a great move to have. I would replace Roost for it. Here's the thing, keep Roost if you're going the tanky route. Get rid of it if you're doing anything else. And right now we would be doing something else. So let's click this. I know there's some moves I'm definitely looking for. Sheer Cold. Sheer Cold is a one-hit kill, but I prefer Sheer Cold on a tanky Pokemon such as Lapras that is going to have multiple opportunities to use it because it has terrible accuracy. Stop screaming at me, guys. Come on. Alright, I believe there's, okay, Hail. Also a good move for tanky Pokemon, but that's not what we're looking at here. And 90... Nope. 92... Yep, Hurricane. That's the move we want to look at. Now, Hurricane is learned by both Articuno and Moltres. It does 120 power of flying special attack damage. Very strong move. 70 accuracy, so it's pretty similar to Blizzard on that. Except it can definitely confuse the enemies. Let me just wait till it... Yes, may also confuse the target. So this can be really good. So that's going to do flying damage and a lot of good stuff to it. Now we're going to look at Zapdos next, being the second one. And we're going to turn down the volume just a little bit so these guys aren't screaming at you. Alright, now Zapdos right away learns Drill Peck. Drill Peck is a great replacement for Peck. However, it's a physical move. And if we look at Zapdos' physical attack, it's not really up there. It's not bad, but it's not what you're going to want to focus on when you're attacking. If you're against something like a grass type, then by all means use the Peck. It's going to be more effective than Electric. But otherwise, don't really worry about it. Now we're going to continue getting moves on Zapdos. Here's the Thunder we want. Thunder can safely replace, honestly, it can replace Drill Peck, but let's replace Ancient Power for this purpose. Let's continue here. Rain Dance. Normally it would learn Rain Dance, which I actually had no idea it learned Rain Dance, but it would learn this so Thunder can be a one-hit kill. However, in a previous episode you've seen that Rain Dance doesn't help the accuracy of Thunder at all. So it would be nice once they do institute that to keep Rain Dance. However, as of right now, it's not important. And finally we have Zap Cannon. Fires an electric blast that causes paralysis and does 120 power. Now, I don't really like this move entirely, because here's what you want to do as Zapdos. You want to either use Thunder Wave to paralyze them, or use Thunder to one-shot them. So, Zap Cannon, there's really no point in paralyzing them when they've already been one-shot, and it has a really bad accuracy. So, I don't really prefer Zap Cannon, but I mean, you can make your own decision on whether you would or would not like to use that. Now, here's the weakness of Zapdos. It does not learn any special flying moves. So, what you might want to do with Zapdos, just throw a choice item on him. Like here, I got choice specs on him because he had a little bit of speed to work with that. And with that, you can just keep spamming Thunderbolt or Discharge and do some serious damage. Now, let's finally take a look at Moltres here. Moltres, of course, learns Solar Beam, which is really interesting because, well, it's a fire Pokemon. It likes sunlight. It's up near the sun. Solar Beam will work. You can definitely go for this move if you want. Personally, I don't like Solar Beam that much, and I'd rather have these other moves. But you can do that anytime, or of course TM the move to him if you make the decision and want to change it later. And he also has Sky Attack. Thing is, Sky Attack is a physical move, so we're gonna replace that for Air Slash now. But you just wait till we hit 92. Then I believe we're gonna get ourselves another Hurricane. Sunny Day. It's a great move to have. But what you might want to do is use another Pokemon that's tankier to use Sunny Day, because Moltres uses Sunny Day. He's probably gonna get one shot. But, you know, if you want to replace that for Heat Wave, so that'd be fine. Alright, now let's get a couple more candies on him. And the candy party has ended. Alright, now Hurricane, you know what we said about that, so it's definitely going to be part of that. So when it comes to the move, well, rather the held items we want on these guys, as I said on Zapdos, having a choice item, Choice Scarf would also be just as good. I have the choice specs on. No, we need to change the music too, quick. Alright. And we can also do the same thing for Articuno. Now, Articuno, if you go the tanky route, of course, blah blah blah, go with leftovers, because they'll be giving you health back every turn. But I prefer to use a choice item on him because he doesn't really have the power nor the speed to be amazing otherwise. So I personally went with choice scarf on him because he has the lowest speed of the birds and he needs that scarf to outspeed other Pokemon. Now Moltres, he's kind of middle ground and he has the best special attack of all the birds. So he can have speed that is going to be very effective, and he has multiple moves that are going to be very effective. So on him, I went with a metronome, because that way he'll be able to have the power to use different moves when he needs to, because chances are you don't need a choice item to one-hit everything. And with these moves, well, you can have a little versatility on which one you want to use to take out Pokemon, so you can have type advantage most of the time. And definitely utilize both that Hurricane and a Flamethrower. If you wanted to, you can teach him Fire Blast, throw a wide lens on him so he always hits with Hurricane or Fire Blast. Not a bad move either. Same goes for Articuno if you want to go with the Hurricane and Blizzard combo. But otherwise, that's pretty much all we have to say about the birds. So Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. It was nice seeing you today, but I'm going to destroy you in a PC box. Haha. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and leave down in the comments below which Pokemon you would like to see next. I know I got a few lined up for the next few episodes, so I can't wait to show you guys some of them. But hopefully this has taught you how to make some of your legendary birds useful, and that, well, just because they're legendary doesn't mean they're always going to be useful. But I still think they're good Pokemon, just not amazing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye!